Hello, I have another journal share with you. This is a Altered Wonder book, Little Schoolhouse. It's got a flexible spine, so it does lay very flat when you have it open and you're working in it. It has 3 signatures. The Wonder books measure about 6 by 8, and the spine is around 2 inches, 3 signatures. So this book will be in my Etsy shop, and we can take a look. It's got very pretty trim. I know that there's a name for this. I can't think of what it is right now. If I think of it, I will come back, but I'm sure you know what the name of that trim is. So let's take a look inside. There is a library card pocket and library card. And this is an authentic paper line. And I just kind of used some of the papers to collage a background on the pocket, some rickrack, and an applique. Can you see that? And some more of the trim. Lots of vintage, pretty trim along the side here. This one, it could be used as a tuck. I can show you. So there's room for a tuck here. I did put this as a tip in. This is the title page. Because it gives you the date, the copyright date, which is 1958. So you could take that out if you'd like. Some grid paper with some pretty trim. This is a children's dictionary page, writing paper, milk tab, some printable from KBandFriends, and a Denizen label with a vintage playing card. This is from a sewing pattern envelope. I just did a fabric and button collage tab here, and I covered the back with typewriter paper. I think this was typewriter paper, but the back is covered with paper so you can write on it. This is a replica of Dick and Jane postulette. It's got nice writing space on the back. This is a fabric pocket that I made with a milk cap and a music flashcard, 1952 index card with some fabric ruffles. These were Rolodex cards that you could print on, so I used some of the scrapbook paper, the printable scrapbook paper, and printed on both sides. On the back side I did some grid so that you could use it as a journaling card. This is just a little mail label and a vintage candy company receipt, and it looks like it was from the 60s. And this is an image from a book, and it's just a tip, or a tuck, I'm sorry. This is from a yearbook, an image, or a page. Some writing paper, another part of a postulette. This is a Viewmaster with the reel inside. You could put a picture in there and have it pull out, or alter the reel, do whatever you'd like with that. I used it for now as a tuck spot, and some ephemera in here. This is the center of the signature. I did try to leave many pages open for you to do what you would like to do with them. There's some more trim, could be used as a tuck spot. Another yearbook page, or the other half of it. This is really cute trim. I love this trim. I don't have too much of that. And then this is an image from a Junior Elf book, and I stitched around it and put some paper on the back so you could journal on it. This is part of a pamphlet from some vintage postcards that I had, and it was the front, and I wanted to use that, so I just cut it out and made it into a little text spot. And this is another printable from KBandFriends, a vintage catalog card that you can journal on the back of, and a vintage postcard. This is a vintage label and some journaling spots here, alterations cards, some scrapbook paper, and a library card, different one. This is an image from I believe from this Wonder book, but I made this journal a while ago, so I'm not completely sure, but I think it's from this book, and it's a side tuck. And some other journaling spots or decorating pieces here. This is a fabric tab with a gold star applique, because you can't have something school themed without a gold star. A book image pocket with a flashcard. Another quilted pocket. Basically this fabric is sewn onto cardstock and then backed with some white muslin type fabric, so it's a pretty sturdy pocket. Printable from KBandFriends, a vintage postcard, and then I have a package of these. They're Sunday school devotions, and there's some writing on the back. You could cover that and journal on the back, or use this as a tuck spot, or just keep it as ephemera. This is an image from the story as a side tuck. And this is the next signature, another milk cap. Same thing, this is from a children's dictionary, and I used the image, sewed it to some fabric to make a pocket. And here are some labels. These are stickers, and another vintage envelope. This is writing paper from 1909, very old. I reinforced it with some washi grid paper. So this is the second signature, the middle signature. And for this book, the middle signature is all writing paper of different kinds. So this one was made into a pocket if you wanted to do anything with that, but this is all writing space. So the only scrapbook paper is on the front and back of the signature. And then this is the back, and this is another fabric collage pocket that I turned to a belly band with a flashcard. And this is a solar system flashcard and a candy company receipt from the 1960s, and a little index tab. And then this is another storybook pocket, some more writing paper. Pocket with some more labels, some more stickers, and another vintage envelope. And then this is from the story, and I made it a little tip-in. You could take this off if you wanted and cut out the pieces and use it to decorate, or just keep it as a tip-in and do some journaling or pictures or whatnot behind there. So this is the third signature. Some more of that trim that could be used as a tuck. Journaling cards, a vintage postcard, and another flash card. A fabric tab with a button. This is another pocket. Another book, another page from the yearbook. This is a printable from KBandFriends, and a vintage postcard. Vintage envelope. This one's 1938. Another Dick and Jane fold-a-note. Book page. Writing paper. This is a vintage tally that I did not keep intact. I just used the front page. And a vintage children's edu card and a playing card. This is from KBandFriends, printable. I used it as a tuck, this as well. And this is another Denison label. Some writing paper with trims, both sides. This is vintage, from a true vintage Dick and Jane. And I used some fabric washi that I made to reinforce and made it into a little tuck. And here's another catalog card that you can journal on. This is an image from, I believe it's a decorating magazine, but it's a little girl at her desk. I thought it was cute. And another Viewmaster. And some journaling spots. And this is a post-it note. This is pretty cool. It's from a 1961 calendar. And on the back it had ledger for you to count your bills, I'm presuming. Or budget or whatnot. It was from I believe it was for farmers. Because it says feed budget, pig raising pointers, so I'm assuming that. But it had pockets on the inside. And so I turned it into, basically you can journal on this side, and then there's pockets on here. And the writing on here is in pencil, so you could erase that if you'd like. Vintage stationery. This is another vintage tally with the smart wisdom owl and a Denison seal or label. Milk cap. Another belly band with a flash card. This, I was going to make this into a floating pocket, but I decided to just stick it in there and let you decide if you want to journal on it or not. A yearbook page, a children's dictionary page, and this is a printable from KBandFriends, and an index card with some fabric ruffles. Printable, this is a postal note, seal and send type thing, and some vintage stationery pages. I think I'll just leave this out for now, so you don't have to watch me fiddle with that. And then this was the last page of the book, and they're waving goodbye. I thought it was very cute. I made it into a side tuck here. There's a little journaling card, another music flash card, and a bag. It is tacked down, and it can be a tuck spot as well. So there's a tuck spot here, and then this is also a tuck spot. And I will put some more goodies in this bag. What's in here now is a little, it's from 1989, not super vintage, but Happy Face Award. But I will put some other goodies in here like I will do with all of my journals for you to use to decorate it and kind of make the journal your own. I try to decorate my journals so you're not starting with a complete blank slate, because I know for myself I'm less likely to get the result I want if I have to think of something from scratch and then put all my things in. So but I also want you to have space to be able to make it your own. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, this journal will be listed in my Etsy shop, 11 Dancing Dandelions. Thank you and have a good day.